Welcome to Somaliohionews.com.
This is Somaliohionews. Today we have Brian Bainbrige, who's running for City Council. Brian, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
Thank you. Give us a little bit of your background, please.
Well, I grew up here in Columbus. Grew up on the north side of Columbus, and grew up in a very moderate family. My father and my mother always taught me balance. Grew up going to a Christian school, which was great for me because I also learned the values of family life, the family unit, and that really molded me and gave me the foundation for good conservative values, not only for my family but also for my political outlook. And going into my college years, I actually was thinking about becoming a minister. However, through college, I studied history and I studied technology. I actually ended up going into the technology industry for about 12 years, and now I'm a realtor, residential realtor. And at first, I really did not want to go into politics. There was just no desire for me to really even be involved in politics. However, I started getting involved in my neighborhood over on the west side, over in the Hilltop. And that, about 5 years ago, I started getting really involved over there as a community activist, just helping the neighborhood get the attention that it needs, just for parks, for landscaping, for just for some attention. Because what happened over the west side is I saw that City Council was really not paying attention to us. I mean, there was a lot of complaints for abandoned housing, parks, streets that were just being neglected. And so because of that, it spurred me on to want to do something about it and gave me some passion to actually run. Because of some of the people that I knew within the Republican Party here locally, I got the chance to become a candidate here for 2013 City Council.
What are your hopes and dreams for City of Columbus?
I think my biggest hopes and dreams for City of Columbus is to continue down the path of financial prosperity. However, to do so, I think we do need to make some changes. Columbus is in a good place right now, but I think there are some changes that need to be made. And some of the changes I think that need to be made is because of the growth, and me growing up here over the last 37 years within Columbus, Columbus has grown. I mean, it's grown exponentially throughout the last 30 years even. We're now at 800,000 people. Last time I checked, 810,000 live in the city limits. However, we still only have 7 people representing the city at large in City Council. Now, the problem with that is that everybody within City Council lives pretty close to each other over on the east side. None of them live on the west side, none of them live on the north side, none of them live on the south side. So therefore, they really don't know what's going on the west side. I mean, it's hard for them to really expand themselves over to all areas of the city. Every other city within our nation, all the top 50 cities, all have neighborhood representation within City Council, meaning there's different districts. Like there'll be a district from the north, or a representative from the north side, a representative from the west side, representative from the south side, and so on. However, our city does not do that, and I think we're really failing in having proper representation for the people of Columbus because of it.
There are 6 people running for City Council. What do you bring different to the table than your candidate?
I think the biggest thing that I bring is balance. Right now, we have an all-Democrat City Council. And the problem with that is I'm not against Democrats. I have a lot of Democrat friends. However, I think what that brings is just a one-sided, monolithic government. They're all on the same page. And within the American system, the way that America was created, America was created on disagreement. America was created on us having different ideas, but respecting each other. Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, they all came from different parties, but they all, at the end of the day, respected each other, and they debated until they figured out an answer. Right now, what we have is Mayor Coleman, he's a great mayor, by the way. He's doing a decent job. However, we have 6 of his friends, which I call his clubhouse, in City Council. There's no one there to disagree with anything. So whatever, let's just say someone has a proposal, it just gets passed. There's no one to maybe give a differing opinion on things. And I think within government, within America, we need to have that. It's a healthy disagreement.
There seems to be a disconnection between Somalis and the Republican Party. What do you think is the easy way or the best way to establish grassroots connection between the party and this community?
Well, and I noticed within the Republican Party, and I've talked to many other candidates and also just people that I've met throughout the year, that one thing that the Republican Party has failed to do historically is reach out to minorities within Columbus or within the United States. And I know I can speak about Columbus because I'm running here. The candidates that did the best, and specifically there was a judge, his name was Judge Holbrook, that won in 2011. The reason why he won is because he reached out to the minority communities. He reached out to different minorities within Columbus, and he did very well, and he won his election as judge. And I think that's a good example of what we need to do. We need to reach out better to the Somalian community. We need to understand what you all are going through so we can better represent you. And that's why I'm here, because I want to understand what struggles you have. And I've talked to many of you, and I'm starting to understand a little bit more.
What needs to be to fund the local jobs and to diversify the local businesses within the city?
Say that what can we do to better?
To have a job growth within Columbus. Columbus is, so I've noticed there's a lot of corporations that's actually coming through Columbus. But is there a way that needs to be expanded more to diversify the local economy?
Most definitely. I think the biggest thing is that the current, my incumbents do very well at helping the corporations, the large businesses. One thing that they fail at is helping small businesses. I've noticed that my incumbents are not doing very well at all helping small business. That's something that I champion. I am personally a small business owner. I'm a realtor. I'm also a real estate investor. I'm very much a small business myself. I'm my own LLC. And because I'm a small business owner, I understand the struggles that small business owners go through. And my goal in City Council is to help small businesses, especially small businesses that are trying to open up along Cleveland Avenue, West Broad, South High, and all over the city, really. I'm not going to show favorites, but to help those small businesses open their doors and to help the small businesses that are currently in business, give them better tax incentives to keep on running. I know there's a lot of businesses, small businesses out there that are struggling, and so I want to give them the help that they need tax-wise to be able to keep on running and keep on prospering. We see the current City Council offering tax abatements for people to move downtown, to buy $300,000 condos downtown, but I'm not seeing very much tax love or tax abatements for businesses that want to open up along Cleveland Avenue here. And that I think is a problem. My name is Brian Bainbrige, and I'm let me think about this.
Go ahead.
My name is Brian Bainbrige, and I'm a moderate Republican. I'm not your typical Republican in the fact that I definitely fight for the little guy. Basically, the neighborhoods that need it most. I'm fighting for the Hilltop. I'm fighting for the East Side. I'm fighting for the South Side and the North Side. Basically, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of neighborhoods within the city of Columbus that are underrepresented. That are basically getting ignored. I'm here to fight for those neighborhoods, to get stronger neighborhood representation, stronger tax incentives for small businesses, and stronger accountability for our schools. Far too long have our schools just been doing whatever. We need stronger representation, stronger tax benefits for businesses, and stronger schools for our children. I appreciate it. My name is Brian Bainbrige, and I appreciate your vote on November 5th. Thank you.
Well, Brian, thank you very much for your time, and good luck on November 5th.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.